Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really happy today because it's my birthday month. It's my birthday month, y'all. I'm about to be 20. My butt feels like it's getting serious. I mean, I've been feeling that way, I'm not gonna lie. But today we're gonna talk about that and we are going to be making some more of our little visual journal. I don't think I even showed you what I was working on here. But basically, I started making this journal. I had this idea to start visualizing everything and then like start writing things, cutting things out of magazines that called to me and just kept on from there. But this is what I have so far. I love it. It's fun to make. So we're going to be continuing to make that. You see, we need some more. So we're going to be continuing to make that, and then we're going to talk about what my thoughts are about turning 20. This morning I woke up early and I was really happy because the last week was a really stressful week. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little bit stressful. And I was having a hard time getting up in the morning. I was extremely exhausted. Waking up late and then just having to go to work and not having time in the morning to myself how I like it. I like having time to myself before I go do anything. So not having that was kind of bogging me down a little bit. But this weekend was really refreshing for me. I went roller skating with my brother on Sunday. And then even yesterday, I was, running some errands, just doing some things. And it was refreshing. I ended up going to play cards with some of my old friends. So that was fun. And this morning, I was just like taking my time to do every single thing because I was just like, that's what I'm going to do today. So I cleaned my room up too a little bit and swept it up, moved some things around, and that made me feel good. I'm just feeling good. Like I'm feeling this renewal and it's making me feel just like excited for whatever's coming because I feel it. So I can't not, say that something's coming. So yeah, and the things that I'm working towards, it's something that's very important. All right. Let me I don't know if I want to move you a little bit yeah, I'm in my pajamas, y'all. I want to show you what I'm working on. All right. I'm just going to keep you where you are, and then I have this huge stack of magazines I've been collecting since I was a little kid. I just look through them, find what I like. I already cut some things out in my, my little binder where I kind of visualize things as well. But I want to cut some new things out today. So yeah, first off, I want to talk about feeling behind because I'm about to turn 20, and one of the things that I used to struggle with when I was younger was just feeling like I was running out of time constantly, and like I had to be at this set point at this given time, and then if I didn't, then I wasn't going to be able to achieve what I wanted to achieve. But really, as I'm getting older, I've been learning that it really isn't that. Like, we are timeless, like I said last week. And things that you may feel like you missed, they will always come back around. And that's how I'm feeling right now. Visions and dreams that I had when I was younger, they're starting to come back around. And I'm starting to realize, you know what? I can work towards these things. And that's what's getting me excited. I'm trying to figure out how I can show you what I'm cutting because I want you guys to see. I'm also about to be entering my 3 years locked, and that's exciting because I've had these locks for a long time, and you guys remember my 6-month lock journey, my 1-year lock journey. I never did a 2-year lock journey, so we'll cover that in my 3-year lock journey video. But just having locks, that's definitely been something that has given me a lot of joy and just allowed me to kind of embrace myself in a new way. And I really appreciate that. I do. So coming into my 20s, I've been feeling like I'm going to be bringing in a lot of creativity, a lot of inspiration, because that's how I've been feeling for the past months. I've been feeling inspired to create. This call to create has been this huge thing for me. So in my 20s, I know that this newfound inspiration is just going to continue to come to me, and I'm excited. As I'm learning, I'm sharing, and that's what's making me the stuff that I've been learning over spans of years. I get to create something that portrays that and showcases it. And that's what's making me so excited. Another thing that I'm hoping to bring into my 20s is a softer heart, because I realized some things like throughout this week, reactions I've had towards people, and just how I was feeling internally. I was feeling like this bubbling anger. And I realized, I was like, this isn't me. Like I'm a person who is a little bit softer towards certain things. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but I'm hoping that in my 20s I bring with me that kind of love that I had when I was younger. That love that's like, it's just soft and it's free and it's just, it flows, and it doesn't matter what people have done, people say, it's just a natural love. And I still have that, of course, but I have to get rid of some old ideas, and I have to get rid of some old perspectives that I kind of took on in these past months, because I felt like I was getting hurt a lot, and that was making me feel like I couldn't trust anybody. It was making me feel like I didn't want to have friendships. I didn't want to be around people anymore. And that's so different for me, because I love people and I always have. The thing that was getting in the way when I was younger was really social anxiety. I used to have it really bad. But as I've gotten older, I've kind of been delivered from that. I worked on it. So that was something. I don't even know why I brought up that topic. This video is definitely going to be a ramble type of video. But that was something that was really healing for me. And I want to share more about anxiety again eventually. I think because I haven't struggled with it in such a long time, it's not as fresh as it would have been when I was actually in it and I was actually learning all of those things. So I want to kind of resurface that. I want to not resurface it, but I want to kind of dig back into it. I have binders back there of everything that I wrote at that time. So I want to create something with that. And yeah, that's something that I'm definitely going to do in my 20s. It's going to be a lot more creative expression, and I'm just excited for that. All these ideas that I used to have, I'm going to bring them forward and I'm going to actually do something with it. And that's what's making me the most excited for my 20s. I'm also excited because, I'm going to be getting in my little era. I want to be like an adult. I've been an adult, but 20 just sounds like an adult. Like, that's my era. And I really, really believe that all these visions that I've had for so long are going to come to pass in my 20s. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited. They already have been started. I've already been putting in the work. I've already been visualizing. I've already been writing. So it's like, I know that this is the time for it. And that is just, like, yes. Ooh, so I'm about to cut out. It says, what do they seek? Oh, no. I'm cutting out. It says explorers, adventurers, and scientists. Now, listen, one of the other mindset shifts that I've had recently was from watching the show Arcane, right? And there is lines like visionaries and explorers and scientists and like all these different words. And I started to really connect with them, because the way my mind works, it's like, yeah, I'm a visionary, I'm a creator. All right, but yeah, I'm a creator, I'm an explorer, I'm a scientist. I test these things out. I'm constantly looking for the how, the why, understanding how the world works, understanding how I work, which is science, understanding how my mind works, neuroscience, like all these different things that I want to venture into as I'm doing all these other things. I know it's so many eggs in a basket, but all these things are things that I want to do that's going to really fulfill me and make me feel like, you know what, I'm living my life. And that's what I want. I want to feel that feeling like, yeah, like I have something to live for. I'm excited. Like there's things to do all around me. There's opportunities all around me. And I want to dive into them. I want to see how they feel, how they taste. Like that's the mindset I'm on right now. I have been diving into the road of financial freedom. And now this isn't something new to me. I've always kind of had that fascination to learn about my finances and learn about how to have financial growth, I've always been interested in businesses and entrepreneurship. When I was younger, me and my sister would make our own pretend businesses. So I've always had that mindset. But now I'm really diving into learning everything that I can learn about marketing and sales and real estate and wholesaling and so many different avenues that you can create income and financial wealth and financial freedom. It's been setting a fire in me. It's been making me excited. I always have like these little bursts of passions about certain things, and I love it, love it, love it. I learn so many random things. It's just a fun time. It's just a fun time. Most of these pages, you know what? I like this too, so I'm gonna cut it out. There we go. I just thought this was pretty, so I'm putting it in one of my vision things, as well as this too. I'm gonna move on to a different magazine, so I wanna look at some other ones. I've cut out so many pages out of these already, so I'm hoping that I can find something new to put in my vision journal. Let's look in this one, yeah. All right, y'all. I'm really believing that my 20s is gonna allow me to have some freedoms that I haven't experienced yet, but I know it's coming. Like I'm excited. I'm excited because to me the days of not pursuing the things that I've been desiring are over. They're over. The days of not living life how I want to live it, how I've been desiring to live it, it's over. It's a done deal to me. It was a real voyage of discovery for me. See, it said it's a real voyage of discovery for me. That's what my 20s is going to look like. It's a discovery. It's a time for discovery. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out of here. See, it's so simple. Like, it's just finding things that stand out to you and you're like, yeah, I resonate with that. And then you cut it out and then you glue it in your journal however you want to make it, and it's just fun to make. I think also my 20s is going to be a time where I get to really experience and have the childhood that I feel that at some points in my life I missed out on. I'm going to do that by having fun with this. Like, I'm not going to be doing all of this like it's work, like it's something like I have to hustle to do it anymore. I'm kind of coming out of that hustle mindset because when I was feeling like I was in survival mode, I was like, oh, I gotta keep on grinding. I gotta keep on going. I gotta keep on pushing. I gotta keep on hustling. I gotta keep on working. Da 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 da. You know, that whole mindset. Like, I was, in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna start taking on the mindset of men. Like, you know, that like force. Like, I'm gonna force it. But I've recently decided, like, this is not something that I have to force. This is not something that I have to push too hard because it's something that I enjoy. It's something that I can have fun with. It's something that I love. So I get to have fun with this, and it's not even going to feel like it's something that I have to hustle for because it's already mine. So that's kind of the mindset I'm trying to take on with me. Not even trying. It's the mindset I have right now. It's like, I'm not going to be living in that survival mode mindset anymore. And that's what happens when you get out of something that kind of alters your mind. When you go through things, or when you felt hurt or betrayed, or when you were feeling pain in any type of way, it can alter your mind and push you into this mode of thinking that you are in survival, like you have to survive. So you're pushing and you're always on high alert. But I've been recently like, I don't have to feel like I always have to be on high alert anymore. I feel like I can flow with these things and I can have fun with it. I could flirt with it. I could, you know, create and just have that expressing. See, this, I like this. It says the giving tree. That's exactly what I am, the giving tree. Like, I believe that all these things that I'm working towards, all these things that I will be receiving is going to create this opportunity for me to give that wisdom and give all the things that I've learned and just create all that I can create with it. Like, y'all have no idea what's coming. And that's the exciting part, because I know that most of these visions and dreams, y'all can't really see it with y'all's eyes yet. But when it comes into fruition, when it surfaces, Oh my gosh. And that's what's very exciting to me. All right, so I got this little bee because it reminded me of this one time. I started this Bible study when I was younger, ACPA, and I was sitting and a bee fell on my finger. And usually, like, the first reaction to a bee falling on your finger is like trying to, like, shoot away, or like you're scared because you think it's gonna sting you. But I just sat there and looked at the bee as it was on my finger with no fear at all, no reaction. And the bee just sat there and then flew away. And it was just, to me, that moment, it was just one of those moments where it was like, yeah, like, I have nothing to fear. Because that bee could have stung me, but I just sat there. It was just sitting there looking at me. It was just a hopeful feeling. If any of you guys are actually into real estate too, please comment, because I do want to get connected with more people who have that interest, just so I can continue to learn and we can learn together. I want to go to meetups. I want to go to conferences and be part of Zoom calls. I'm not sure exactly where to start off with that. I've been looking up meetups where I'm at right now. So if you guys know of anything, please let me know, because that's a big interest of mine right now, is real estate. Like, able to flip houses, able to wholesale, of course. That's the first thing that I want to try, is wholesaling. But flip houses, buy properties, rent them out, sell some of them. I definitely want to learn all that I can, because I think this is definitely a business that will keep on growing and flowing, because everybody needs a place to stay. Everybody needs a home. So this is a market that will never really go out. So I want to learn. I'm in this stage where I'm like, I've learned so much, but I still have more to learn. And I'm excited for that. I'm really open to that. It's a little, well, yeah, let's put that there. It's so crazy because when I was younger, I used to have this pressure around my birthdays. It didn't feel like something fun to me. I just had this pressure that I'm getting older and there's still these things that I haven't done. But going into my 20s, I don't feel that pressure at all. I just feel excitement. And that's what, it just shows the growth. Like, I've grown so much, because I could really look back at all the struggles and all the things that I used to deal with when I was younger. And I'm like, man, I don't even look like how I did when I was younger. Like, the changes that have happened internally, it feels like it even shows outwardly. And even in those moments I was going through things, every single time I came out, I grew even more than I did. So it was like, no matter what happens in this life, and yet right there it says life is gold. I'm about to cut that out. But no matter what happens in this life, every single thing that has happened to me, I get to use as an opportunity to expand myself, to grow. I get to use it as an opportunity to give to the people around me. I get to use it as an opportunity to show me a roadmap to where I need to go and where I don't want to go. It shows me, okay, I experienced this, so I don't want to ever create this space for someone else, or I don't ever want to create this space for myself again. It's just these mindset shifts. But yeah, let me cut out this life is gold. All right, I'm done with this magazine. I think I found everything that I wanted to find in there. This magazine, it looks like I can get some things out of it. Oh, that's another thing. This is another random ramble. But when I was watching Arcane, it was talking about the legend. To me, like, we are all creating our own legacy. That's what it was. They're creating their legacy. To me, we're all creating our own legacy. Everything that we do on this earth, it's adding up, especially if you are creating things for other people. You're building up that legacy. And I like that. It's a good mindset to have. I like magazines. These are fun. Stuff like this is what I used to do when I was younger too. So I feel like doing this, it kind of gives me that same childlike joy. It gives me that same feeling like I was when I was younger, when I had so many ideas, and kind of how I am right now. But to a different extent, where I didn't experience all the things that I've experienced to know that this is possible, despite the things that I've experienced, if that makes sense. I think my 20s is definitely going to have a lot of celebration in it. I'm not going to lie, that steak looks good. And I think my 20s is definitely going to be very authentic. It's definitely going to be me showcasing me. in a whole new way. And that's another reason why I'm excited. I think there's going to be a new level of authenticity, especially when I move and create my home. When I get my place, when I tell you that that's going to be the safest corner on the earth, like it's going to feel like it, because that is going to be my little oasis. I'm so excited. That's gonna be a spot, and when my friends are over, I want them to feel like they're at home. Like, I want my place to be so homey, so welcoming. I want to have, like, I want to cook for my friends. Like, I want to learn to cook a little bit better than I can, because I gotta look at you when I say this. Talk to my brother. I burnt waffles. I burnt bacon. And you know what the waffles I burnt? They were Eggo waffles, the easiest waffles to make. I burnt rice. I burnt boiling water. I don't even know how you burn boiling water, but somehow I burnt the water. At least that's what they told me. I really don't know how you burn water, boiling water. But I guess it was overboiled. So when I tell you in my 20s, I need to learn how to cook, and I will learn how to cook, I will be learning how to cook. And definitely we'll have some videos up here too, where we'll make a little cook with me, and we'll see if I can do a little bit better. Like the way I envision it, I see my little kitchen. I eventually want to have a little island. So like my little kitchen, my little island, have our little setup, like, and we are gonna cook together, and I'm excited. But I want to learn how to cook. I want to cook for my friends and my family when they come over, so they're gonna get some good food, because I'm going to figure out everything I can. I'm good with taste. Like, I'm good with putting things together and making it taste good. And I learned that from my Nana, because I remember she would just put some random stuff together and it tasted so good. And I was like, this is how the flavors go together. I'm good with that. Like, putting simple things together and making it taste good. Like, I could do that. So I feel like if I bring that into my cooking, I'm sure I will be fine. But I want to cook all the things that I love to eat. I want to cook all the things that my aunt kept on making for me for New Year's and for Thanksgiving, and my mom's fried chicken, my aunt's greens, and my, sauerkraut, and buffalo chicken dip, and mashed potatoes. That's kind of easy to make. And my Nana's seafood boil. Whatever garlic sauce she made, y'all don't understand how good it was. So I definitely, going into my 20s, I need to learn all of those things and some new recipes, some new things that I haven't tried yet. Like, I want to make some good spaghetti too. I don't know why I'm craving spaghetti right now. I'm craving spaghetti. But I want my 20s I want to learn all I can. Yeah. I was about to say that I definitely want to have some new perspectives in my 20s. I want to travel. I want to meet as many people as I can meet. I want to talk to different people from different backgrounds. I want to talk to people who have completely different mindsets than me. I want to learn as much as I can learn. And I want to talk to people where I really, like, when I'm talking to them, my mind is just full of inspiration. Like, we're bouncing off of each other. That's kind of how it is with my brother. Whenever we talk, we just bounce off of each other, because we are thinkers. We think a lot about everything, every aspect. We could talk about any topic. We both like to pick up things so quickly and just learn about it. We're both very passionate. So I want to meet passionate people in my 20s. And that is going to come from really just putting myself out there, going places, going to those groups that I was talking about earlier, like traveling, like I said, finding those people, because I know that there's people who think like I do, or not even think like I do, but I know that there's so many people in this world that have so many insights that I might not even have. And I want to learn, and I want to hear it. It says, pack your bags. Hey, we're going. She's back. I like that too. Because there are so many times, especially I'll say in 2022 and even towards the end of last year, where I was not feeling connected to myself at all. Feeling numb. Like, I was just detaching from myself. I wasn't feeling that passion, that fire. It didn't feel good, I'm not gonna lie. I hate looking in the mirror and not feeling like myself, and not seeing myself in my own eyes, if that makes sense. And so the beginning of this year and in my 20s, I'm believing and knowing that, Like, it's gonna be a time where I'm not gonna feel that detachment from myself, and I won't let it happen because I'm gonna constantly be making sure that I'm okay. But I'm not gonna allow myself to get disconnected to myself again, because there was some things leading up to that. It was really me just living in autopilot first, but being around, I won't even say being around people, but putting myself in circumstances that really didn't align with me, and not having the right boundaries, and not choosing myself. I was choosing everybody but me, and that made me disconnected from myself. But knowing what I know now, I will not let go of myself again like that. I will never let go of my heart like I did. I will never not protect myself like I did. And so moving on to my 20s, we're not going to feel that disconnection from myself. We're not going to do that. It's just not for me. I'm really going to be 20. Been on this earth for 20 years, y'all. 20 years. And I won't even get started on the music that I'm going to make in my 20s. Y'all, get ready, because there's songs I've written for years. When I finally release those songs, when I finally produce them, when I finally fully finish them and release them, it's gonna be a time. So I'm excited for that too. Like, there's just so many passionate projects that we're gonna be getting into, and I hope that you guys will be getting into your passions more throughout my journeys as you watch as I'm doing those things that you realize, yeah, this is something I can do. This is definitely something I can do. Because I know all of y'all have some visions. I know all of y'all have things that y'all wanted to do and that you're working towards. And I'm excited for everything that we're going to create. All right, I think I'm done with this magazine. So let's move on. I think after this last magazine, I'm going to start just making my little collage, and then for the rest of the day I'm just gonna be relaxing. I'm gonna end up going to work at 5. I might read some of those books I was talking about, just enjoying the day, because I'm very proud of myself for waking up on time and waking up early this morning. Like, I had so much time to do everything that I wanted to do, and it made me very happy. Ooh, I almost missed it. A few hours, but it felt like this. Been days, but it felt like months. Go for you, only know like once. Go fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what you want. Hope you doing what you want. Guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. You seen the end result, and yeah, I'm very excited for my 20s. I'm starting to get a little bit sleepy. That's why my voice is sounding like this. And I'm excited for what we're going to create. And I know that I say that every single time. And yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Love you. See you.